Startling comments coming in from the president's son Abhijit Mukherjee on the Delhi gang rape fallout and the protest that happened thereafter. The Congress MLA has said that, and I quote, "I would term the protests in Delhi as what is popularly known as Pink Revolution. It is becoming fashionable to land up on the streets with candles in hand. Such people are completely disconnected from reality. They go to discotheques and very well versed with student activism and can bet on it that most of the protesters are not students. They are dented and painted women chasing 2 minutes of fame, giving interviews on television channels. The protesters do not fall in the age group of students." The obviously sexist remark by the president's son has led to outrage. His remark reeks of a sexist, patronizing attitude towards women. Not only is Abhijit Mukherjee out of sync with the public mood, he has also trivialized the movement with his shocking remarks. Arjun Chatterjee, our correspondent, is now joining us on the phone line from Kolkata. Arjun, this whole statement seems to be an effort to discredit the protest that happened in Delhi. Arjun, are you there with us? All right, so what we're getting for you right now is a shocking statement that's come from the president's son, Abhijit Mukherjee. And let me quote what he has said. "I would term the protests in Delhi as what is popularly known as Pink Revolution. It is becoming fashionable to land up on the streets with candles in hand. Such people are completely disconnected from reality. They go to discotheques. I'm very well versed with student activism. I can bet on that most of the protesters were not students, and they are dented and painted women chasing 2 minutes of fame, giving interviews on television channels. The protesters do not fall in the age group of students." Well, the obviously sexist remark by the president's son has led to outrage already. His remarks reek of sexist, patronizing attitude towards women. Not only is Abhijit Mukherjee out of sync with public mood, he's also trying to trivialize the movement with the shocking statement that he's made. So these startling comments coming in from the president's son, Abhijit Mukherjee, on the fallout of the gang rape, the protest that happened in Delhi. He's trivializing that whole protest by saying that they were carried out by dented, painted women who go to discotheques. And he's saying that it's fashionable for them who are out of sync with what the people really feel by landing up at these protests and giving sound bites to television cameras. Now, clearly, this remark by Abhijit Mukherjee is creating furor already. There's outrage because this remark is clearly being seen as a sexist remark. More than that, it is also being seen in the light of the fact that the whole protest in Delhi, in which there were some very well-meaning people who had come out to protest and demand a safer Delhi, that whole protest being discredited while Abhijit Mukherjee talks about the women who were there, who were just at the location for 2 minutes of fame. Abhijit Mukherjee's startling comments coming in about the protests that were held in Delhi in the aftermath of the Delhi gang rape case. The Congress MLA has said, and I quote, "I would term the protest in Delhi as what is popularly known as Pink Revolution. It is becoming fashionable to land up on the streets and with candles in hand. Such people are completely disconnected from reality." Nilanjana, social activist, now joins us on that story. Nilanjana, absolutely sexist remark there coming from Abhijit Mukherjee. How would you react to it, first of all?
See, there are two things to this. There are two aspects to this. First thing is that, the protesters, since they did not have any color, creed, religion, caste, whatever category you want to give. So, they did not have any identity. So, anybody or everybody, even VIPs, politicians or anyone has the freedom to pass any comment on them. Second thing is, definitely the protesters were genuine, because had they not been genuine, then such an uproar or such an uprising kind of a situation would not have arisen. So I don't want to really get into that kind of a thing, because that is absolutely that will be very incorrect on my part to even criticize that. third thing is, I just wish that Mr. Mukherjee could have refrained from such extreme remarks, because what he is depicting is actually one side of the society. And what has happened is a completely different, it's a totally different dimension altogether. So it's basically comparing horses with donkeys kind of a situation. So I don't think that's a very, very correct remark to, or a correct comment to make on this situation, especially at this juncture. Because here we have this girl who's been flown off to Singapore for further treatment. So so this is the reason is because the situation is a very, very serious one and a fragile one as well. So because there was this uprising and because of this protest which were led all through these the entire week, that the situation, the government has been forced to take a very serious look on this whole issue, so much so that the Prime Minister addresses the nation on an issue like this. So I just feel that people should refrain from making these kind of remarks, because as a common citizen of India, unfortunately what he has said is there are walks which are organized, there are walks which are for candle, there are candlelight vigils and all that, but the purpose is totally different in this case. So I don't see this remark could have actually been easily avoided. And as I said, unfortunately in our society right now, there are a lot of all kinds of things are happening, good, bad and ugly. So I just feel this could have been easily avoided.
Nilanjana, many thanks for speaking with Headlines today.